Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your man Valentine, baby. Coming to you from on the grind. Man, it's the home edition, man. So I had to give it to y'all. It still ain't bad outside, so I gotta take it outside. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, I don't understand what what black people gotta do to have the racial equality and the social justice and everything that we gotta go through. You feel what I'm saying? And I know on yesterday's show I was talking about some interracial stuff, man, and it is everywhere. So people, you can't deny the fact there's gonna be mixed couples of any descent. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't stop that. So people, give me a break. And I was talking about some sporting stuff, man, and I was gonna talk about some Jackie Robinson stuff today, but I can't do that today. I'm gonna do because in order for me to get to Jackie Robinson, I gotta talk about a cat named Moses Fleetwood Walker, because he was actually the first black athlete to play Major League Baseball. Him and his brother Weldy Walker. You feel what I'm saying? So I won't do that today. I won't talk about that today, but we'll come with that next week, because this is the brother born of black and white parents. And back in the day, I mean, it was crazy because you had Jim Crow laws as well. And this brother playing through them types of racial discrimination and inequality. So what do we got to talk about today, man? About how systemic racism still plays a part in today's role, in today's life. And I mean, it's how far have we come? You know what I mean? And how far do we have to go? And it seems like we got a long ways to go. We've come 400 years, man, but yet we still seem like we have 400 more to go, because ain't nobody paying attention. I mean, like, this is just ridiculous to me. You've got the chief of police, the Delta police, his wife, calling some lady names or whatever it is and spraying her with a hose. I mean, how does this happen? And my whole thing is, we've had these people that are going to anti-racism programs. You feel what I'm saying? So they've got these people going to these anti-racism programs. And so I'm just wondering if the chief of police, Delta, is he going to send his wife to the same program that this one woman, I think her name was Lynn Bayak or whatever her name is, in the house where she got to go to for 4 days. And somehow she got some training. So I'm just wondering if this woman, the chief of police wife, I'm wondering if she needs to go there too. Because it just seems like all these people that are doing some racist things need some help. And to be married to the chief of police and doing this, I'm thinking she needs some help. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's just ridiculous. And we know that probably ain't the whole story that came out on the news. So we know that there's probably more. And I know she wants to apologize and everything else, but you know what? The craziest thing is, here's the thing that you should have done. You should have helped this woman instead of seeing somebody of color. You feel what I'm saying? So that bias was already there from this woman already. So this chief of police has some work to do in that family, because this woman has some bias towards people of color. Can you feel me? Now, And also, I mean, the Ahmaud Arbery case, they charged those three dudes. So that was beautiful. And then I didn't know about this case in Toronto with this Michael Thoreau, an off-duty cop, who beat this, who assaulted these two black dudes, man, and busting out one of the dude's eye. That dude was charged, he was charged with assault. And I guess it was him and his brother, but I don't understand how him and his brother got off when his brother, if his brother was there. Isn't his brother complicit to helping this dude and telling his brother, hey, look, you should stop? I don't get it. So how does he get off? And only the older brother, I think, got charged. But it's still something. You know what I mean? You feel me? Now, and we come to the VPD, District Assistant Chief, or whatever his name. I think his name is Chow. Wow. I don't even know how I'd even start here. Because this is something that irritates me. I understand about this stop and frisk. Listen, stop and frisk is discriminating. We already know that. And it shouldn't happen. There should be no stop and frisk. Every single person that gets stopped and frisked is either black or indigenous. You can't dispute that. And there is really no reason to do that. I mean, unless you already have a bias that either a black person is either criminal because of the color of his skin, or the indigenous person. And you can't have those biases, man, being a cop. And then he went on to say there's no systemic racism in the VPD. Oh my gosh. You know, all he had to do was answer the question and say yes, because there is. Because for the amounts of times that I've been pulled over or being racially profiled, and he's telling me that, oh yeah, there's only the 1% of black people that live in the city. I bet you every one of these people can sit there and tell him that, hey, look, I've had some encounter with the police. This irritates me. Because this dude knows that there is systemic racism in VPD. And listen, every single time I get pulled over, guess what? I'm either hoping that it's somebody that I know. Because, yes, I know a lot of people in the VPD. But I'm not going to call them out and say, hey, look, I know so-and-so. No, that ain't cool. So each time I get pulled over, guess what? I am truly hoping that it's somebody that I know. Because for the last time, I'm pulled over and I have my hands out the window. And this fool still pulls me out the car and tells me to get up against the car and assume the position. What's the reason behind that? There was no reason for him to pull me out the car. No reason. You ask him, what are you doing this for? No, you just be quiet. Just shut up. Just put your hands up against the car. And now you start asking questions. But see, it's that point where it can now escalate. And now my life's going to be in jeopardy. Because if I ask any more questions, next thing I know, either I'm going face down on the ground, or this dude's going to try to sit there and tell me that I'm resisting arrest. You feel what I'm saying? So, people, we know that there's systemic racism in the VPD. And District Assistant Chief Chow, you should have said yes instead of going around the question, man. Answer the question properly, because you know there is. If there is, just say so. Don't lie about it, because we know there is. I can't even believe that. He's doing the same thing that the commissioner of the RCMP, Brenda Lucky, he's doing the exact same thing she did. So now, does he need to go to anti-racism training? Hey man, I'm gonna put it out there for y'all. Because for the last time or every other time that I've been pulled over, I ain't done nothing wrong. Ain't had a ticket. No violations. I've only been pulled over because, hey, listen, I'm a black man driving a nice car. So tell me where the systemic part is in that. Tell me where the assistant deputy chief is telling us that there's no systemic racism in the VPD. You have got to be kidding me, man. All these freaking people who can't answer the question. And I don't care if he's Asian. He's not in a black person's skin. He ain't had to go through 400 years of this stuff. So he can't tell us that, ooh, there is no systemic racism because he probably ain't never been out there being pulled over. They're not pulling over no Asian person unless they know he's a gangbanger. Black people, you can just walk out your daggum house and you can get pulled over or searched or shot. So he needs to rethink what he said today. Because that's a joke. I don't care how long he's been in the VPD, man. As long as he's been in the VPD and he's going to say that there's no systemic racism or there's no type of racism. Come on, man. It's a bunch of crap. Go talk to some black person on the street and they'll tell you. I got to let this go, man. I got to chill. I got to take a breath. Because you know why? Because it is upsetting. Each and every single time you hear some foolishness that come out of people's mouth, that you're supposed to be thinking that you hold them to a higher standard. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not sure what's next. What they gonna say next. It won't surprise me. Man. And remember yesterday, right? That Maxwell Percival, whatever his name is, I forgot his name now. The Green Party dude. I think Percival Maxwell. I don't remember his name, but that dude, the Green Party guy. Remember what he said yesterday? Give black people $20 every single time you pull them over. You see what I mean? You can't even, this just, I mean, I can't even fathom that one. That was just so stupid too. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. I gotta take a breath. But you know what? I'm gonna take this breath and I'm out. Remember, people, we going through a pandemic. And it's still here. So do not relax. And thinking that hey, you can go everywhere without your mask or wash your hands or social distance. The U.S. cases are spiking, man. So we don't want that here. So everyone in Canada, in Van City particular, y'all better stay safe and do what we got to do to make sure BC stays on the low end of the pandemic. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, it's your man Valentine, baby. If you think it's your time to shine, you need to get on the grind with your man Valentine. Stay safe, y'all.